Jonathan Lee Riches, aka JLR, Justice for Summer Wells. I am in front of the Mount Carmel Freewill Baptist Church. This church here, this site here, was the staging ground right after Summer Wells was reported missing 1 year ago. This was the staging ground. This is where all the agencies in the area, Churchill Search and Rescue Squad, Hawkins County Sheriff's Office, and eventually the TBI and other local agencies came here, created a staging ground, and then searched for Summer Wells in the Beechcreek area. I'm going to flip the camera around. This is about right down the road from the home of Don and Candace Wells. The authorities searched this area, but this gives you a perspective of what it looked like at the time. The green, the growth, the area, on what it looked like 1 year ago. This is 1 year later. So we saw images of authorities, grouping together here and then going in and out and then searching. Right over here is Fields Road. We've heard a lot about Fields, that they've done searches in that area. I'm going to get in my vehicle and I'm going to go around that area and just show you what it looks like and what it would have looked like 1 year ago as they are searching for Summer Wells. Don and Candace live a little bit down there. This was used as a staging ground, probably because it's like the only place that's accessible here to have one. Back that way, there's not really any staging ground areas where authorities can all get together. And they've had a press conference here, authorities. So I'm going to take you. There's an abandoned house back here, believe it or not. Let me just show you this abandoned house that's back here, just around the church. And Ronnie Lawson thanked this church, the Mount Carmel Freewill Baptist Church. He thanked them for allowing them to use. You see how, it's a big parking lot in back of here, and towards Don and Candace Wells' home, they don't have that. Nowhere else to do kind of like a staging ground. So this was the best spot to have one. It was all in this parking lot 1 year ago. But there's an abandoned house over here. It looks abandoned. And you see outside the church, it's just fields and farmland. But I'm going to get in my vehicle and I'm going to go take you that way, because they did do searches. There's a road right over there. It's Fields and Bell Road, and it goes towards the holler. Now, I've made a video. Check out my prior video. I did make a video already going that way, but this was months ago when the vegetation was down. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like at the time searchers were searching for Summer. How it's all green out. It's very, very green out here. Very, very green. All right, so stay with me here. We're gonna go on a tour, a search. Imagine you are search and rescue, looking for, and I have an image, I have a flyer of Summer Wells in my car. And I've been in the area numerous times in the winter, spring, and now in the summer, looking to find clues and answers on what happened to Summer Wells. Not only just searches, my own searches, but interviewing friends and associates of Don and Candace Wells, neighbors. I even went to these local churches and gave food to their food banks. Humane Society, I gave them food. All right, so here we're turning onto fields, and look, there is a sign here, and I just noticed this for the first time. Where's summer? So, yeah, where's summer? So someone put that there, and I seen another one at the front of Ben Hill Road in Beech Creek. So you see, now I'm just gonna kind of stay quiet. I'll talk occasionally, but you can, the video speaks for itself on the terrain out here. It was summer brought down Fields Road. It's actually pretty in the green. All right, so there is a creek here. Let me just get out real quick. I'm assuming this is the Beech Creek. The Beech Creek is the same creek that runs through the property of Don and Candace Wells. It goes parallel down 347 Beech Creek Road. I'm assuming it's the Beech Creek. I don't know. Is the current enough to wash? I don't know which way it's flowing. I'm assuming, let me see if I can see which way this creek flows. All right, so it does flow that way. So from the home of Don and Candace Wells, way over there, the creek flows this way. You can see it. Look how it flows. I mean, is it enough to wash away any type of evidence? Was evidence thrown in the creek of summer around the home of Don and Candace Wells? Or was summer in the creek at all and washed away? Did they have heavy rains around the time? How high was the creek at the time? Is it possible? Did searchers actually search in this area? Or a lot of times we hear bodies that get dumped along the riverbanks into ponds, lakes, streams. We've heard that. We've heard that. So that's a theory. That's a theory. That's a possibility, But as you see, there's probably a lot of obstruction in the creek along the creek. It would probably you see a tire there. There's a tire right there just caught in the middle of the creek. So, I don't know. I'm gonna go back, and I'm sure their authorities, we have faith and trust in our authorities that they searched, they did their due diligence and searched these areas. Or did someone, this is only a few miles away from Don and Candace Wells, does someone drive here and dispose of summer in the creeks in this area, or in the fields or the holler? So we'll go right. You see an abandoned, and you see all the vegetation growth here. It's just thick back here, thick back here. Did somebody come back here and bury summer? There's a no trespassing gate right there. This looks like 158. Let's say 158 Fields Road, Hensley. So there's a field gate. I see another creek here. We'll keep going. next house looks like a trailer. This is Jerry Light. Jerry Light. Couple old cars. Jerry Light. Where have we heard the Light name? We've been hearing a lot about the Lights. L-I-G-H-T. That's who lived at that home there. Now this is rolling hills to the left. Could have a vehicle went up there and did something. Did authority search up there. Keep going. See a barn. Now I've made a video in, again, going up this road before. It wasn't summertime though, so I'm just trying to show you what it would look like in the summertime in this area. See, it's power lines that go that way, clearing. There's a lake down there. I think there's a pond down there. All the way down there's a pond. I mean, if you were going to dispose of a body, come along here and then just walk a distance. Remember, summer was 3 feet 40 pounds listed at the time. And you see this is starting to go up, 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 going up. And I've made videos, go back and look at my other videos. I've made videos, you know, all along these back roads, even on the other side, Chimney Top Loop Road. Chimney Top Loop Road. There's a home over there. They are home. This is going deep into the holler. A lot of woods back here. A lot of woods. Alright, looks like it goes to a dead end. Dead end, says posted no parking. And then there's a bar. Let me just turn around. This is Edith Conklin. It says Edith Conklin. Edith Conklin. Back here. 275. So I reached the back of, I'm assuming this is Fields Road. This is a Woodwater Tree Farm. I mean, doesn't look like anyone there at Edith's home. Not sure if any of these residents have security cameras. If somebody came. We have seen authorities do searches in this area, though. We've seen the images. I mean, why would they choose this area? Or, again, just going along the entire Beechcreek community, searching in areas. Dogs barking, barrels of hay. out of respect of these people's properties, I don't want to get out and walk on private property. So I'll just stay on these public streets and public roads. Also, don't want to get shot. I mean, at the time, there's an old house. Look at this old house. At the time, do you think authorities look to see for tire tracks or any type of markings that would go off-road that looked odd? It's an old house. And then here's a big giant shed. Once I leave this street, I'm going to go down Beechcreek. Now we're going back towards the home of Jerry Light. The home of Jerry Light. Look at the terrain here. Searchers had to go through this terrain. Imagine you're search and rescue and you're looking for a little girl. Because authorities did look in this area. Imagine. Now here is racks of mailboxes, and there's a sign there. It says Bell Road. Bell Road. This turns into Bell Road. There's a barn there. We'll just drive up Bell Road, see what's going on here. There's a sign that does say Neighborhood Crime Watch. We are watching to report suspicious activity of person to Hawkins County Sheriff's. We are watching. Now this is Bell Road. How far Bell Road goes. Actually, I don't think I can go much farther because there's a gate. There's a gate. Oh, I don't want to go down the gate. If there's a gate, it means it's a private drive. I see a sign that says no trespassing, so I'm going to turn around. Turn around. There's a dog barking there. So, I do have a dog. I'm going to go down here. So authorities searched this area for summer. Bell Road, you only can go so far. It looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 104, 107, J.A. Bragg. I see a bunch of lights. It says lights on the mailbox. More lights. I saw 2 lights. So it looks like the Light family is known around here. We're headed back out onto Beechcreek. Again, high grass, Wasn't like that in the winter time. It wasn't like that. It's probably why authorities did a sweep back through in the winter time, just to see if they can find anything. Now here's a road over here. We're gonna go down here. Reese Light Road. Reese Light Road. Reese Light Road. Did authorities search down here? House there. You see now these homes have barbed wire on the side, on their boundaries. Reese Light Road. Haven't heard anything about Reese Light Road, have you? Looks just like farms. I see a donkey over there, or a horse, or a mule. Seems like the home of Don and Candace Wells is like sandwiched between, this is like the valley, on to the right is hills, and then to the left are hills, and they're sandwiched in. Alright, this doesn't go much farther. Big barn up here. Actually, I'll go turn around. It doesn't look like the road goes much farther. Dead end up there. I'll spin around. You can see the mountains from a distance right there. That's basically is what is in back of the home of Don and Candace Wells. It's assumed that the authorities looked up here too. Let's assume that they looked on every road, these holler type side roads going off of Beechcreek Road, you know, within a few mile radius of Don and Candace Wells' Ben Hill Road house. It's just assumed that they searched, and it's assumed that they at least worked with the neighbors. Because, you know, authorities, I don't know if they can legally just walk on people's properties to do searches. I think you would have to get some sort of cooperation with homeowners, but I'm not sure on that. So if anyone can give, you know, comment on that aspect, you know, can authorities just search anywhere they want on other people's properties without permission? Now there is the Mount Carmel Freewill Baptist Church. I will go this way. Now they searched all along the roads here. There's the church. See just to the right, you can just see this is mile marker 19. It says mile marker 19. We just passed. This is 19 miles. And you see to the left, just fields. There's Simpson Loop Road. Now I made a video that actually goes around, and then it goes right in front of the home of Don and Candace Wells. I made a video on Simpson Loop Road, so go check that out. Just put in the YouTube search Simpson Loop Road, Jonathan Riches, and you'll see. area. Mountain View Farm. That says Mountain View Farm. So just show you right. This is like right down the street from Don and Candace Wells, Mountain View Farm, and they do have cows. It's a farm. Literally, we are approaching the home of Don and Candace. This rabbit, hopefully this rabbit, see, look, there's a rabbit. I don't want to run over the rabbit. All right, so we are approaching the property of Don and Candace Wells on the right up here, all the way down to Mount Carmel Free Baptist Church. You see nothing but fields unless you go into the holler, and then here we have the shed that we've heard about. This shed. You see the high grass growth. This shed. And then here is Simpson Loop Road, because the Simpson Loop Road goes that way all the way back to where I was explaining. And then, you know, a neighbor, let me pull over here a minute. A neighbor told us at the time in December, that neighbor that lives right up there. Now the home of Don and Candace Wells is right up there on the top there. Said that she could hear all kinds of noise coming from that mountain regularly, right? But the neighbor said in December that authorities never even questioned or talked to her about, you know, this case at all. Which I found odd, because this is a neighbor that lives literally across the street over there. You would think that the authorities would at least spoken to the neighbor, but I posted that video, so just put in the YouTube search Jonathan Riches, Candace, Don, neighbor. I've spoken to a lot of neighbors, believe it or not, almost all of them. Didn't speak to Jody Sue, but we've heard Jody Sue. And this is their property. This is their property. I mean, they live in total, Don and Candace Wells live in total you know, their property is totally under trees and woods. And then here we got, I saw this earlier. This is at the corner of Ben Hill Road, Summer Wells, and then there's another one right there. We want Summer Home, Ben Hill Road. This is the neighbor, the Chambers. We'll go up here. I was showing you the distance from the Mount Carmel Baptist Church, the Fields Road search. And this is the home of Don and Candace Wells. The home of Jody Sue. Now, we've heard from Jody Sue, who said that she was going to come down that day to plant flowers. Assuming this is where you would plant flowers, but do you plant flowers you know, when it's just like this. Would one plant flowers? Jody Sue lives up there. She said she saw. Jody Sue said she was up there and she saw. And now that's the home of Don and Candace Wells. Jody Sue said that she saw vehicle go up there and then heard a door slam. She also said she was coming down here to plant flowers. I don't believe that story, though. I'm not saying Jody Sue is involved, because I don't think she's involved. I just think that she made that story up just to be relevant. This is Simpson Loop Road.